Now live from Palin Music Studios in Springfield, Missouri, it's Wake Up with Greg. Here's your host, Greg.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Wake Up with Greg. It is Tuesday morning, and I'm happy to be here. I am your host, Greg Rosander, with Palin Music Center. That's right, Palin Music Center, the legendary music company here in the center of the United States. We've been around for 60 plus years and still going strong. And if you don't know about us by now, you must be sleeping under a rock somewhere. Anyway, it's great to have you here this morning. I am thrilled to be here. Today's gonna be kind of a surprise for you, probably a surprise for me, and probably really frightening. But hey, it'll be exciting anyway. Peyton is here. Good morning, Peyton. And Mom is here. Good morning, Mom. Those of you new to the show, let me tell you who we are and what we're doing, why we're doing this. As I said, Brenda's here. Good morning, Brenda. I am here every weekday morning, 8:30 a.m. Central Time, right here on our Palin Music Band and Orchestra channel to share the internet's coolest instruments with you. I have a buffet of buffet clarinets for you today. So yeah, it's gonna be kind of interesting. Got 3 different models to share, and I may be able to make some noise on them today, so we'll see how that goes. So yeah, I show the instruments. These are instruments that are available for you to purchase on our website at palinmusic.com or by giving us a call at 417-882-7006 or checking out our reverb page at reverb.com. So in addition to the cool instruments, which that's the primary reason we're here, that's the only reason you're here is to see the cool instruments. But I also share some fun stuff that I'm interested in. I like to share music with you guys. I like to share films, art, literature, travel things, food, whatever's just in my head for the day. You never know what it's going to be. I never know what it's going to be. Sometimes I plan ahead. Sometimes I just wing it. So hopefully you can't tell the difference. But, it's what we do. I share wisdom, thought other people's wisdom, rarely my own. But yeah, that's what we do. We're here to just have some fun and to get our day started in a good direction, positivity and fun and laughter, most likely. So that's who I am. That's what we do. That's why we're here. And so come along for the ride. It's going to be fun. What you guys can do for me, hey, we made it into the 1470s in subscribers, so thank you guys for the continued support. Keep those numbers going. It really helps us out. The more subscribers we can get, the more shares and the more likes and all of that, it all helps us out a great deal, especially me. So thank you for that. So hit the like button, hit the comment button. We have the live stream chat going on, so you can leave your comments or questions. Please feel free to ask any questions you've got about what you're seeing on the show, or comments about what you're seeing on the show, or just anything that I may say in general. Just let's shout out, and then I can give you a shout out, let you know that I see you and you see me, and we can just have fun interacting with each other. Please, I ask, of course, this is a family show, keep the chat clean, appropriate, friendly, polite, all that good stuff. No need to bog it down with inappropriate things or spam or, all that political mumbo jumbo that's going on these days. We don't talk religion or politics on this show. That's for other people to do. We're here to talk about music and to have some fun. So that's what we're doing. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe, share this with all your friends, relatives, family, neighbors, dogs, cats, anybody you think might want to watch this show. Cats and dogs watch TV too. So, you can never know. You might find a new musician in your family that's got 4 legs instead of 2. We got some 4-leg furry friends at home. I hope you all do too. We love our pups. Grant, aka Boop, and Jasper. He's got some other nicknames that I can't repeat on this show. Jasper's a pug. Grant is a Chihuahua mix. I think he's got like some Italian Greyhound or Whippet or something in there. So he's certainly bigger than any Chihuahua I've ever seen. I can show you pictures sometime. I don't have them like queued up ready to show. I wasn't thinking about talking about my dogs this morning, but loving on the pups. I hope you guys have your friendly pets and cats, dogs, fish, frogs, whatever. Max is here. Good morning, Max. John Gage, good morning, my friend, my brother. All right, so that's all the news that's fit to print, I think. So we can get this party started with some clarinets. But before we do that, of course, I'm gonna say it with me. Good morning, Jordan.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
Yeah.
Got to watch some Olympics last night, you were saying?
Yeah, I watched a little Olympics.
I didn't watch any yesterday. I've been super busy, but bronze medal in men's gymnastics in some form or another?
Yeah,
Was it
I
the
don't know if it
team
was
or
for.
it the individual?
Yeah, it was team.
Okay, so we got the team bronze and gold.
I only saw them doing that one part. I forget what it's called. It's like the beam with the handles.
Oh yeah, the pommel horse they call that.
Yes.
Yeah,
I thought it had horse in the name.
Where they like swing around.
Yeah.
I can't do it. Who we got? Solid Snake Eyes. Love my two little ones. Welcome to the show, Snake Eyes. Actually, Snake Eyes 5, right? So you got more than two Snake Eyes? You got 5 Snake Eyes? All right. Well, welcome to the show. Let me know where you're watching from. I'd love to know where you are in the world. We're here in Springfield, Missouri. But we've got viewers from all over the world, so I'd love to hear where you're at. And you guys, if you want to post pictures of your dogs, post pictures of your dogs or your cat. Peyton, I know he's got like 8 million fish. He's got some like giant fish, in his tanks that are just huge. Kyle, if Kyle's watching, he's probably not watching, but Kyle's got some big fish around here as well. Average Metal Enjoyer is back. Good to see you, brother. Sorry I'm late. Received 25 kilograms of coins. So I was busy doping that. Okay, well that's awesome. That's a lot of coins. Hope you find some cool stuff in there. Elijah Benton's here from Florida. Fantastic. Mikeyest Mike from Miami. Got the folks down in Florida making it happen today. So
Cool.
All right. Well, man,
we got everyone here. Why don't we jump into it?
Let's do it. I'm gonna get a swig of coffee to get my whistle wet here, and we'll get it rolling.
All right. After your whistle is wet, why don't you tell us about your shirt and watch?
By the way, shout out to Ma Penny for the Hawaiian coffee. Got to remember her. The watch and the shirt. Haven't worn this shirt in a little bit. This is one of my Daniel Cremieux shirts. It's got a kind of a blurry paisley pattern. I don't know what you call it, but it looks like an ice cream sundae. Like a sherbet, strawberry, rainbow sherbet kind of ice cream. I like it. It's fun. Daniel Cremieux. I've talked about him a million times on this show. Hopefully one of these days he'll start sending me free shirts. We can only hope. And then the watch. Being that I wear it on my left hand, it makes it so weird to show it because it's always upside down for you. So I'll just pull it off here real quick. This is my Seiko Mickey Mouse watch. It's the Symphony Hour Mickey Mouse, so he's conducting a symphony there. Can you see that? Yeah, isn't that cool? This was a gift from my mom a few years back, I think. I had one originally that I had back in the 80s. This is vintage, like 80s vintage. But it was like new old stock, had never been worn, so she got it for me. It's super cool. I lost my other one. I don't know what happened to it. It disappeared. Or I'm pretty sure I lost it. I don't remember selling it or giving it away to anyone. But anyway, that's the Seiko Mickey Mouse watch. Elijah, I subbed. I don't know what you subbed for, but congratulations. Huh?
He subscribed.
Subscribed. You know what? I'm just still new to this whole, social media lingo. I'm an old guy. I'm still figuring this out. Thank you for subscribing, Elijah. I really appreciate that. Share this with all your friends and folks out there. All right. Watch, shirt, Jordan, coffee. On with the show. Let's dive into some clarinets to start the day. I'm not going to put the fancy white gloves on today, so we're going to risk getting these a little fingerprinty, but it's because I can't play them with the gloves on. So, what does that mean? I'm going to be playing these instruments. Get ready, it's going to be scary. Commissioner's here, LOL. Welcome to the show. Let me show you, we're going to start, like I said, we have a buffet of buffet clarinets today. Buffet crampon. This is the case for the first one. We have these modern, lightweight, padded, backpack style zippered cases. Opens up like that. That's what it looks like on the inside. Super lightweight, but super protective. This is the Buffet E12F. All right, so what do we have here? We have an intermediate model clarinet based on the professional features similar to the R13, which we'll talk about next. But this is made in their German factories as opposed to their French Paris factories, which allows them to bring the cost down a little bit. This is made out of grenadilla wood. I think it is stained, if I'm not mistaken. You don't really get to, well, no, you can see the grain on there, so maybe it's not stained. But we've got beautiful, bright silver-plated keys on this model. Polycylindrical bore, as is common with the buffets. Very nicely comfortable ergonomic keywork. We have the adjustable thumb hook and strap ring on the back. Like I said, silver-plated rings. 17 keys, 6 rings, I think, is the kind of standard layout on this. This is the Buffet E12F. This is an intermediate model horn, great for an advancing high school player or even advancing middle school or junior high player. My mouthpiece setup, I'll talk about that in a minute, but let's see if we can make some noise on this. I apologize in advance if this sounds weird. I don't know how the mic's gonna pick it up, but here we go. All right, so you kind of get the idea. So very nice. The clarinet, it just has that warm, woody, rich sound. And this one is great. This actually sounds really good for an intermediate model horn. I highly recommend it. This is actually on special. I've got a couple of these in stock on special right now on our website at palinmusic.com or by giving me a call at 417-882-7006 or check out our reverb page at reverb.com. So my mouthpiece setup, for those of you clarinet players interested, this, I don't even think you can see it right here. This is an Eddie Daniels signature mouthpiece. I've had it for like 30 years. I bought it when I bought my new clarinet back in 1988, if that tells you how long it's been. I don't know who made it. I believe it's hard rubber. I'm not 100% sure, to be honest, but it's been a great mouthpiece for me. I get a nice, just powerful sound out of it. The ligature I've got on there is an original Harrison Hurst H-style ligature back before they were bought out by D'Addario, and D'Addario is still currently producing this ligature in both gold and silver. But this is the OG original H-style ligature. And then my reeds, you're gonna laugh at this. These are new old stock reeds that I've had for quite a while. They don't make these anymore. John Denman's signature reeds, made by Glotan, I think is the company that used to make these, and they're no longer in business. Impossible to find anymore. If anybody out in internet world has any of these reeds, give me a call because I would like to buy out your stock of them. But anyway, so that's my setup. Now, this is the clarinet. All right, so that's that one. I got a few more to show you, but that's the Buffet E12F, live on our website right now, palinmusic.com, or give me a call at 417-882-7006. All right, I'm gonna pull my mouthpiece off of that one. Oh crap, I just messed it all up. All right, so we'll take that off. We'll set this one aside and we'll jump into some other things for you. La-di-da-di-da. All right, I'm off screen, but I'm here, I promise. Bringing up the next one. We'll talk about that one in just a second. I messed up my mouthpiece, Jordan. But what do we got next, brother?
Well, recommend some music to us.
Some music. All right. Well, my wife and I were watching a movie last night that reminded me of some music I absolutely love. The soundtrack to this particular movie. So I'm going to talk about the movie a little bit later as well. But the music, and there's a lot to choose from this particular album. Because the music is so great. In fact, there's a series of these films, and the music is outstanding on all of them. I'm talking about Ocean's 11. Yep, the classic heist movie starring everybody. George Clooney, Brad Pitt, Matt Damon, Don Cheadle, Bernie Mac, Andy Garcia, Julia Roberts, Carl Reiner. I mean, how many more can I get? I don't think I've named all 11. Is it Scott Conn, James Caan's son, and Casey Affleck, and a few others in there. Anyway, so there's music, there's individual songs that are, famous, well-known songs like Papa Loves Mambo, a great song on here. A Little Less Conversation by Elvis Presley, which was kind of they remixed that song and added a lot of kind of modern techno-pop sounds to it to really liven it up, and it went straight to #1 after this movie came out. And then Blues in the Night by Quincy Jones. And that's the one that I'm going to actually focus on today. Clair de Lune, one of the classic piano pieces, considered one of the most beautiful pieces of music ever written, and has been featured in many movies. This one in particular, also in The Right Stuff, which came out in the mid-'80s, also in Frankie and Johnny, starring Al Pacino and Michelle Pfeiffer. Classic. In fact, this movie gives a kind of homage to The Right Stuff, a scene in The Right Stuff. But the song, let me get to it here. Pause, you don't want to be able to hear it. It's interesting because when I click on the song specifically, it pulls up the original album that it came on, which is, we're talking about animals today. Quincy Plays for Pussycats. I don't know what's going on here, but the song is called Blues in the Night. And it is such a fantastic, just big band blues classic chart, sung by many great artists. Julie London did an amazing cover of the song years ago. But it's the scene in the movie, if you've seen the movie, where Carl Reiner's character, he's playing a second, he's like, plays two characters in the movie. Lyman Zerga, this German arms dealer or whatever, high roller, and he's all dressed up, he's a rich guy. But it's the scene where he's walking into the casino with his entourage, and it's just such a great scene. But anyway, the song is called Blues in the Night. I'm adding it to the Wake Up with Greg playlist that I've created for all of you. It's a Spotify public playlist. You can all access it. It has all of the music that I've recommended on this show for the past 110. We're coming up on 110 episodes, getting close to it anyway. I think 110 will be on Monday. Anyway, so the song is Blues in the Night by Quincy Jones from the original album, Quincy Jones, or Quincy Plays for Pussycats, but specifically from the Ocean's 11 music from the motion picture. So check that out, Blues in the Night. I think you will absolutely love it. And so we're going to continue on that theme a little bit later. A lot of chat comments on here. Let me see if I can hit them all. Nice. He finally played. Beautiful, wonderful. Thank you guys so much for the kind words. I appreciate that. I get a little nervous trying to play in front of people because I don't do it much anymore. Mom, it brings back memories. What is your favorite music? Elijah is asking. Elijah, hard for me to pick just one. But if you're nailing me down on this, it's going to be big band swing for the most part. Classic 30s, 40s, 50s big band jazz is my main deal. But I listen to just about everything. I mean, country, classical, pop, rock, fusion, occasionally some rap, occasionally some metal. I try to absorb all of it and just kind of get it all going in there. So anyway, thank you for the questions and the shout outs. Let's dig into clarinet number 2 from our buffet of clarinets, or our buffet of buffet clarinets, something like, I don't know. Anyway, I was going to put the gloves on, but again, I can't play this with the gloves on, so let me pull this one out. This one is the icon, the clarinet by which all other clarinets are judged. It comes in this very classic leather style attaché case, briefcase style, really beautiful interior. Let's see, we got like that's just for shipping purposes, but you can see the classic interior with the gold hardware. My style of case, I love a traditional wood shell hard case. the classic look. So this, I'm going to throw my mouthpiece on here. Hopefully I can make a sound on this. I didn't try it ahead of time. This is the legendary Buffet R13, the most popular clarinet in the world. It has been around for decades and is still one of the leading clarinets on the market, even decades later. So if you're looking for that clarinet that is a lifetime kind of clarinet, this is the one for you. This is the Buffet R13. This is the legendary version, standard grenadilla wood, or also known as African blackwood. This one has the nickel-plated keys. Now, the difference between nickel plating and silver plating is mostly cosmetic, but nickel is a harder metal, so it's probably going to last a little bit longer, be a little bit more durable, but it also has a darker finish to it. The silver-plated keys is lighter in color and in feel. It's got a softer touch, it's a softer metal, but it also wears more quickly, I believe. You guys in the metallurgy world, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that to be the case. So very standard in the looks. This is the original polycylindrical bore, undercut tone holes, double skin pads, extremely high quality. Let's see what kind of noise we can make on this, if anything. Ooh, that didn't quite work. That was me, not the clarinet. Yeah, that's me. Man, it's got a big sound though. Let's try this song again. Oops, no, that's not it. Let's try it again. You know that, right? Pure Imagination from Willy Wonka. All right. There you go. That's the Buffet R13. I don't know if I did it justice or not. It is definitely professional grade, top-notch clarinet there. I don't know what else I could tell you about it. The interesting thing with these clarinets is they really don't look much different from one to the other. So the difference is in the sound and in the playability and the feel. So you really will only capture those differences when you've got them in your hands yourself and you're playing them. But you can certainly go with my recommendation and know that this is a top-notch professional grade clarinet. Now Buffet makes many more clarinets above this and below it. But this is their universal industry standard clarinet by which, again, like I said, all other clarinets are judged. So you cannot go wrong with the Buffet R13. It is one of the most versatile clarinets. You can use it for any style of music. Of course, it's probably primarily for symphonic, orchestral, classic work, or concert music. But I know a lot of guys that use these for jazz as well. So a lot of it is all dependent on your mouthpiece setup, your reeds, and so on. So, but this is the Buffet R13. Also has the adjustable thumb hook on the back. Yeah, check this one out live on the website, palinmusic.com, or by giving me a call at 417-882-7006. Or check out our Reverb page at reverb.com, and you can take one of these with you home today. I'll be happy to ship it to you. All right, so that's clarinet number 2. I've got one more to show you, and the one I'm going to show you next is a really interesting piece, but I'll save that in a moment to tell you why.
All right. Well, how about after you get this last clarinet ready, why don't you show us something cool?
Show you something cool. Well,
Or talk about something.
Talk about something cool. The cool thing that I'm going to share with you, like I said already, got to make sure my mouthpiece isn't getting all messy all over the place. I mentioned the film Ocean's 11, and there's a reason why. It's because it is a fantastic film, okay? Here it is, right here, Ocean's 11. Now, the cool thing about Ocean's 11 is they did sequels. You got Ocean's 12, you got Ocean's 13, okay? And there's even a fourth one called, I think it's Ocean's 8, which is an all-female cast. The lead character, played by George Clooney, is Danny Ocean. And I think in Ocean's 8, I don't know her name, but it's played by Sandra Bullock. I think she plays his sister. So, you know, a crime family, if you will. But this is one of those great films with a lot of twists. You know, you're not sure how they accomplish what it is they do. The concept of the film is they're going to rob 3 casinos in Las Vegas, all at the same time, all owned by the same guy, the Terry Benedict character, played by Andy Garcia. But all of these films, and like I said, the films that I show and share with you are almost always primarily because of their music, their soundtracks or their scores, because they're so great. But, you know, even without the music and the score, these are still fantastic movies. So I highly recommend them. The second one, some additional characters in the Ocean's 12. You add Catherine Zeta-Jones in there and a few others, and then Ocean's 13. I mean, you got Ellen Barkin, Al Pacino, some additionals in there. The second one is not my favorite of the 3, so if I had to put them in order, I'd go with 11, 13, and then 12. But all of the music on all of these is excellent. So check out, I'm sure they're all available on Spotify. You can check out those films and the soundtracks and scores that go along with them. I wouldn't say necessarily scores, because no, I guess the music was written like the ones on the Ocean's 11 track. Let me pull that back up here. You know, there's David Holmes was the composer, and very jazz-centered, but with some electronica, you know, some kind of pop, hip-hop elements added to it. Booby Trappin', The Plans, Ruben is In, Lyman Zerga, Planting the Seed, Pickpockets, Stealing the Pinch, Tess, $160 million Chinese Man, and 69 Police. So there's songs written for the film, and then there's additional songs added to the soundtrack. So check it out. Check out the films, Ocean's 11, Ocean's 12, Ocean's 13. And if you want to make a day of it, you add Ocean's 8 in there as well. So they're all, you know, big burglary heist movies, and but with a lot of great twists, you know, to show you how they all do it. It's just a whole bunch of fun, guys. So I highly recommend it. Let me know if you've seen these films, or which one is your favorite out of the 3 or 4 Ocean's films. Now, one last thing about this is this was a remake. The original Ocean's 11 starred the Rat Pack, Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr., Peter... I blank on the Rat Pack members. Anyway, very similar film conceptually, and so there's a lot of great stuff there as well. All right, I've rambled on about that. Let's dig into this final clarinet if we can. This one is also a buffet. Now this one is a little tricky to talk to you about, because this is not available on our website, because we're not allowed to put it on the website. And the reason is these are very exclusive instruments, only available to certain select dealers across the country. But I want to at least share it with you so you know that it's out there, that it exists, and you can come and see us and get one of the most amazing clarinets ever. So this is the Buffet Zoe Clarinet. Okay, so really gorgeous grenadilla wood with gold accents on the center rings. I think it's 24 karat gold plating on there. Gives a really nice contrast accent. I love gold on a clarinet. I don't know why, it's just a thing that I absolutely love. Zoe was the name, I think, of one of the founding like wives or spouses or mothers of the Buffet folks. I'd have to do my history lesson on there, but anyway, that's where the Zoe name comes from. But this is an instrument, this is a professional instrument at an intermediate price. I can't even tell you the price online. You're going to have to call me to get the price. You're going to have to call me to get any more information on this, because like I said, I can't even put this on the website. But this is the Buffet Zoe, based on the R13 with some classification. It comes in the same case as the R13 even. So you got that attaché style case there. I don't know if there's a difference, one is brown and one is black. I think that is the case. The R13 is brown. This one is black. So anyway, really cool. bang for the buck, hands down, probably the best clarinet you can get for the money. And if I were in the clarinet market today looking for a great clarinet option, this would be the one I would go with for sure. Let's see if I can make some noise on this one. I hope it plays. Great dynamics in there. You get the idea. That was the Buffet Zoe Clarinet. I'm losing my mind here. I'm playing for you. I don't know if this is going to be a regular thing or not, but there it is. I love the clarinet. Clarinet was my first love. When I started out playing, I wanted to play the saxophone, as all the cool kids did back in the day, but my teacher told me my hands were too small, the saxophone was too big, so I should start out on the clarinet, and then I can easily switch to the saxophone, which was a true statement. I did. I started out on the clarinet, was able to switch to saxophone, picked up the saxophone in middle school, or junior high in my case, and then played them side by side all throughout high school. Played clarinet and bass clarinet in concert band and wind ensemble, and then of course played tenor sax in jazz band and marching band. So did it all, and it's a whole lot of fun. So if you're a young player out there and not sure where to start on the clarinet if you want to. It's a beautiful instrument. It is still my first love, and if I had to play only one instrument for the rest of my life, it would be clarinet. So there it is. But this is the Buffet Zoe, not live on our website, but available in our stores. We've got 12 stores throughout Missouri, Oklahoma, Kansas, Arkansas, throughout the area, or you can just give me a call at 417-882-7006, and I can give you all the details and get one of these into your hands. All right, there you go. That's it. That's the noise you're going to get from me today. I've embarrassed myself enough. No, it's not embarrassing. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. I don't know. Charlie says, nice. Elijah sounds so beautiful. Thank you guys for the kind words. It is really encouraging. There is a lot of negativity out there in the world, and people, hide behind their comments on the internet and say bad things when they wouldn't really say that to your face. But I'm glad you guys aren't doing that. Thank you for the kind and friendly words. I appreciate that. So those are the three buffet clarinets today. What do we got left, Jordan? I need a sip of coffee. I'm dying here.
Just some wisdom left.
All right. This is an interesting quote from a lovely musician. Her name is Anushka Shankar. Anushka Shankar is a British-American sitar player. If you're familiar with the sitar, it's that giant East Indian string instrument made famous by her father, Ravi Shankar, who became famous with his collaborations with the Beatles in the 60s. But Anushka Shankar, Ravi Shankar's her father. She has a sister, the famous Norah Jones, which you've probably heard of. I think they're half sisters. I think they have different moms. I'm not sure, but Ravi Shankar is their dad for both of them. Anyway, British-American sitar player and musician of Indian descent, as well as occasional writer. She performs across multiple genres and styles, classical and contemporary, acoustic and electronic. And here's what Anushka Shankar says about music. There is great strength in vulnerability, as it takes courage to push through the fear and share one's true self with others. In music, that vulnerability really speaks to listeners as it connects with their own hearts. It's okay to be vulnerable. Be out there. Be vulnerable. It's what makes us human, Let me read that to you one more time because I think that's just a great quote. It's powerful. There is great strength in vulnerability, as it takes courage to push through the fear and share one's true self with others. In music, that vulnerability really speaks to listeners as it connects with their own hearts. Thank you, Anushka Shankar, for that beautiful quote. Thank you guys for being here and making this a fun day with all of the exciting chat going on here. I really appreciate it. I hope I did you justice with the playing today. So we're going to be back here tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. Central, right here on our Palin Music Band and Orchestra YouTube channel to share another cool 3 instruments with you. And yeah, let's have some fun tomorrow. So thank you for watching. I appreciate you so much. Let me leave you with this one thought. Helping people make meaningful music is what we do. And when you're ready, I'm here for you too. Have a good day. Bye-bye.